Kasi sa Western, sa pag tinanong mo yung mga Western patient kung meron silang palpitation, so most of them will reply in a negative because they think that by palpitations we mean tachycardia. Okay, so that is a rapid beat of the heart. Okay, so yon pag sinabi nating palpitation sa Western, so rapid beat of the heart. Pero sa Chinese medicine, hindi lang ganun siya. Okay? In reality, palpitations denote simply an uncomfortable, subjective sensation of the heart beating in the chest. It has nothing to do with the speed or rate of the heart. Okay? So, sa Western, rapid beat, sabi niya, di ba, or tachycardia, di ba? Kasi alam naman natin na yung normal heartbeat natin, ilan po yung normal heartbeat natin per minute? 60 to 100, right? Kung hindi pa ako nagkakamali. Okay, so yon. Pero when we talk about palpitation in Chinese medicine, hindi siya yung beat, yung or rate or yung speed ang tinitingnan natin. Okay? Therefore, when I want to ask a Western patient about the symptom, I do not ask, do you get palpitations? So so the author need to revise or yun nga yung questioning niya ganyan kasi pag tinanong mo agad na palpitation iba na agad yung thinking nila or connotation nila dun eh. So yun kung gusto nating makuha yung tamang sagot pwedeng ganito yung way ng questioning natin sa patient. Are you sometimes aware of your heart beating in an uncomfortable way? So if we ask in this manner, we will see that palpitation are a more common symptom that we think. Okay? So pag ganun yung question, posibleng mas madi-describe pa ng patient natin eh. Ganoon. So palpitations denote simply an uncomfortable, subjective sensation of the heart beating in the chest. So definitely, para ang gustong sabihin nito, pag normal yung beat, parang hindi mo yun mararamdaman. Ganoon. Ganyan. Not unless ilalagay mo yung palm mo sa dibdib mo, doon mo mafe-feel na nag-heartbeat siya. Pero kapag parang tipong consciously, nararamdaman mo siya, nafe-feel mo siya na tumitibok, ganyan, ganon. Parang subjective sensation siya or uncomfortable, parang ganon siya. So, in Chinese medicine, palpitation na po yon. So, it has nothing to do with the speed or rate of the heart. Therefore, when I want to ask a Western patient about this symptom, I do not ask, do you get palpitation? But instead, are you sometimes aware of your heart beating in an uncomfortable way? Okay, so yun po yung palpitation. Now, let's discuss yung difference po ng mind unsettled at saka mind obstructed in anxiety. Okay? So kasi pag sinabi nating anxiety, either yung mind unsettled o kaya ay mind obstructed. Okay? Or pwedeng both. Ganon, magkasama yan. So the difference between anxiety and panic attacks is a good illustration of the difference between mind unsettled and mind obstructed. So in anxiety, the person's mind is unsettled either by a full condition such as heart hit or by an empty condition such as heart blood deficiency. Wait lang po. Wait lang classmates. So, yun po ano, yung sa mind unsettled. Okay? The person is anxious and restless, but the mind is unobstructed and insight is not affected. Okay? So, yun po yung isang example niya. Okay? Parang obstructed lang si mind, pero yung insight niya hindi affected. Parang anxious lang siya o restless, hindi mapakali. Ganoon. Mind unsettled ang tawag doon. Pero definitely hindi affected po yung kanyang insight o yung kanyang insight, ano bang correct term ng insight sa Tagalog, yung kanyang pag-iisip. Ganon, pag-iisip, yung tatama po ba yung aking translation? Yung kanyang insight, yung kanyang pananaw, ganon, hindi affected. So, in obsessive compulsive disorder, the mind is also obstructed. Okay? So, yun po yun. Pag OCD, hindi lang siya mind unsettled, mind obstructed din siya. So, when the mind is obstructed, there is a certain loss of insight and rationality. Yung rationality medyo affected, okay, or nawawala. As may happen in severe panic attacks when the person may have an irrational fear of death. Okay, yung mga nagpa-panic attack, 'di ba? Pag nagpa-panic sila, lalo't yung merong fear of death, parang ano bang correct term? Parang hindi lang simpleng unsettled yung mind kundi obstructed, yung alam mong wala na sa wala na sa wisyo yung pinaggagawa. Ganon, pag ganon yung itsura ng mind obstructed. Ganon po. So the main pathogenic factors that obstruct the mind are phlegm and blood stasis. Then yung severe chi stagnation may also lead to mind obstruction, mild obstruction of the mind. Okay? We can therefore say that in fear and palpitation, Jing-Ji, the mind is unsettled. While in severe panic attacks, which are more likely to correspond to panic throbbing or Sheng Chung, the mind is unsettled but also mildly obstructed. Okay? So, yun lang yung siguro yung wag tayong malilito. Ganyan. Basta pag sinabing uh, mind is obstructed, affected po yung insight. Ganyan. Affected po or yung may diminish or loss of insight at saka yung rationality. Okay? Um, yun lang yung parang masasabi ko na pagkakaiba niya. Pero sometimes but I think yung restlessness na makikita natin doon sa mind unsettled, meron din pong ganon sa mind obstructed. Okay? Ang pagkakaiba lang niya is yung sa insights. Nagbabago po siya. So, clinical tip, rebellious chi of the penetrating vessel or the chongmai. So, mamaya i-discuss natin yung itsura ng schematic diagram of the chongmai. So, doon may illustrate po yung pathway of the chongmai. So, starting in the lower danchan, in the uterus area, going down to Ren 1, Wiin, and from here to stomach 30, Chi Chong, from where it goes to kidney 11, Hingu, and follows the kidney channel up to kidney 21. Yung sa parting harapan po yan, yung sa kidney 11 paakyat. Okay? It goes to the chest, scatters in the breast, and flows up to the throat, chin, around the mouth, and into the eyes. So a branch descends from stomach 30, Chi Chung, on the medial side of the leg to the ankle where it separates. One branch papunta sa kidney channel on the sole of the foot, and the one is to the big toe and the liver channel.